At the confluence of the three rivers, the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela, we are here at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium.
Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store
between the Washington Commanders
and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
This defense for the Commanders, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
The Steelers at 3-7 now in the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Now Pickett will look to pass it.
This is complete to Hawkins. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
They'll run on first down. It's Hawkins, and this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. Got a man, it's complete to Jelani Woods. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 41-yard line.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Up the middle they go. It's Hawkins. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Pickett will look to throw it here. They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 19.
A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch. How about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Austin is there and brings in another one. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
On third down, Hawkins. That he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
So Pickett is off to the sideline, and Chris Boswell is on for the Steeler field goal try.
From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
1st and 10 here for Howell and the Commanders.
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll go play action. Howell.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Back to throw. Howell. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Faking the handoff. Howell.
That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And after the nice stiff arm, the next wave swarms in quickly for the stop. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
We're scoreless after 1. Washington with a football here to begin quarter number 2.
As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 12. First down, Washington.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
With a play fake, and now here's Howell to throw it.
He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On first down, Howell looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year.
And the Commanders post the first points in the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
On 2nd and 11 now.
Pickett. Pass out left, caught by Woods.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Pickett on 3rd and 1.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
They'll run for it with Dillon.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw them off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, oh, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Pickett back to throw. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. On the move past the 40. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20.
A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 45 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there.
His third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Steelers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
This take it in at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
They go play action with Howell.
And he finds a man with a crossing route.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. And 22 more yards there and another first down. Off play action. It's Howell. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Another throw for Howell. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson, and they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell.
And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Throw left side complete. That's Woods. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
To the air on first down with Pickett.
He finds his man, complete. That's Hawkins.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
Looking deep downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And the Commanders are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Slings this deep from McLaurin.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Powell throwing on first down here.
And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Powell. And that is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
It's Howe with another throw. Got an open man, finds Gibson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score.
This fielded right at the goal line.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the 3rd quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Here's Hal to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, he gets it to Gibson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a pickup of 12 and a Commander's first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Powell. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 31. First down, Hal to throw. And yet again, it's McLaurin. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Hal now to throw it. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
From the 29, Pickett. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Pickett now on first down.
And this one is incomplete.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Pickett, he's going to throw it again.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jamin Davis, and the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. A lot of bodies there in the middle of the field, and that one intercepted.
Yeah, he's looking for his tight end running a drag route across the field, and normally you'd like him to work a little bit further outside. Here the throw's a little early, and it winds up in the hands of the defender.
Faking the handoff, Howell.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. Now Howell.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. Howell throwing on 3rd down here.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if I would kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
From the 36, Pickett. This is complete to Hawkins. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Here we go on 4th down. And some room to work. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Brandon, 4th and 1 on their own side of the 50, and they decide to go for it. As a former defender, I take that personally. I can't believe they let them pick that up. They should have swarmed the line of scrimmage and stuffed that one.
Not surprised, though, because they told us about the supreme confidence they had in the O-line, and they were able to get that yard. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. 1st and 10, here's Pickett.
And he finds the tight end, Rodgers.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
We have played 3 quarters.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Hawkins. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
He will push his way down to about the 14. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. They'll try and run for it. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down.
And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting 1st downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over. Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain.
Washington on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Tressway now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over.
first and 10. It's Pickett.
And Woods has it complete.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
That's good for us. First and 10.
Off play action, Pickett. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Room here to run. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone. First down.
That's good for us. First and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Up the middle they go. It's Hawkins. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
70 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Hawkins. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
A 5-yard gain on the play. That's another Steelers first down.
On first down, it's Hawkins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. And we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
First and 10, Taylor now. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Hawkins. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 82 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On the jet sweep, here comes Waddle. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Up the middle they go. Hawkins. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. Boswell's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal and closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, an interception's result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Dotson, he's got it. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Powell to throw.
And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. One final shot now. I'm not even sure he can get it to the end zone, though, from this distance.
That's going to take as much arm as he has, and you actually have to plan for the contingency. Maybe you're playing a tip. Try and get someone down who can tip it up and keep it for your own team and try and get to the end zone that way.
one final shot.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for Pittsburgh, the win keeps them barely hanging on to their playoff hopes as they move to 4-7. And they'll have another home date next week as the Cincinnati Bengals come to town.
Meanwhile, for Washington,
it's a loss that could hurt them come playoff seeding time as they drop to 8-3. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia.